incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now Cousins on fourth down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up?
And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Maybe a free play here. Cousins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing, Cook. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Cousins got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Gets past one man, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. That is caught by Thielen, and he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Cousins on the keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. It's Cousins on the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Burrow will throw. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that.
And that is going to be pulled in. One